everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And welcome. Tonight, we have to talk about why is credit still important? It is because we have a lot of reasons to have our credit checked, because we have jobs to worry about. We have other things to worry about. And we're going to talk about that and anything else you want to tonight. And welcome again. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, welcome back. And tonight, once again, you know I have the Stop Struggling Now gear. So we got to check that. And I want to welcome everybody here. Let's see who's in the house first of all, because we can talk about credit. We can talk about anything as usual. It's a Monday Night Live. John Ruck is in the house. Must not be at work. The icon's next to his name. Thank you so much for being here. Curtis Davis, welcome to the Monday Night Live stream. And the icon next to his name. And he's known as Mr. Financial around here. Curtis Davis, hello, yep. Tanisha Lyles is in the house. Thank you so much for being here on the Monday Night Live, Tanisha Lyles. Everybody's welcoming. Curtis Davis, hello, Tanisha. John Ruck. Going to grab some water. John Ruck. Wilson Koo is in the house, but I didn't see him yet. But it's all right. Wilson Koo, here he is. Good evening, Mr. Bird and SSN fam. Welcome. Glad to see you here on a Monday Night Live. Again, I'm sorry for being a little bit late tonight. I was trying to set up the haps and then I had a problem with the lighting, but it's all good. We still made it. And I thank you for waiting patiently as we get this started. And John Ruck, hello, everybody. I see two that cannot talk. Come join us. Oh, yeah. And by the way, now it's 2 minutes in, and this time I'm going to remember. Please smash the like button. And if you like what we talk about during this, please subscribe to the channel. All right. So I want to welcome everybody here. And if you're new here, we talk about anything, even though the title, we're talking about credit. First off, I'm going to do a little 5-minute, 3-minute talk about credit. But after that, we'll talk about anything that you guys want to. Here. Mom Davis is in the house. Welcome to the Monday Night Live stream. Thank you so much for being here. And the icon is next to the name. Hey, Eric and SSN Nation. Right on. Thank you so much. We're all in the house. Victor Marrero, welcome to the Monday Night Live stream. And I have something specifically for you, Victor Marrero. Talk about those $300,000 real estate deals, condos in Miami. Yeah, they're on tap tonight. We need credit for those. Hey, everyone. Moses Tillman's in the house. Welcome to the Monday Night Live stream. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. And hello, Victor. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. It's because our credit, it's important. Why do we need it? Well, we really don't need it. We're going to change all that in the future, right? That's what this is all about when we're talking about Celsius Network, Nexo, when we're talking about out of the country real estate where we have no credit checks, no qualifying, and we put down our money. And we can talk about personal and business credit as well tonight. But what I want to emphasize is, why is credit still important? Well, let's just put it this way. How many of you have had to go out and get a job recently? And before I forget about a few things, let's talk about the elephant in the room. There's something that came out today in the Wall Street Journal. I meant to pull it up, but I can't because their online edition makes you subscribe. But 2020, there was a record. Majority, 70% of people who got a mortgage in 2020 had a 760 credit score and up. Can you believe that? That is pretty daggone high. And that means they had the best interest rates. So, of course, 70% of the people who bought a new home, of course, they're going to buy a house when they can get a 3.1 3.4, 2.9. You can refi and get in the 2 point something interest rates in 2020. And guess what? That's up from the record of 61% in 2019. That is how important your credit score is, because you're going to end up paying more interest the worse your credit score is. And the way FICO and the way the lenders have altered the way they score people, a lot of people, the 30% this year is going to be very interesting, because their credit scores could be down, which means they had to pay higher interest rates like 3.5, 3.9, 3.8, 4.2, things like that. So over the course of a 30-year or 15-year loan, you end up paying thousands of dollars more. That's a reason why credit is very important. And if you want to start building your credit, down below in the description, I started it off with the easy ones. This is all easy. We're trying not to do hard inquiries in 2020. So the first stop is installment loans with Credit Strong and Self Lender. The links are down below. Credit Strong and Self Lender are installment loans. That helps you with your on-time payment history. That does not help you with your debt utilization, but it does help you with the new mix of credit, 10%. That also gives you your on-time payments, which is 15%. And that starts with your other payment history, which is the 15%. Your on-time payments is 35%. So that helps your credit score out. Next up, I have links down below to the YouTube videos that I did, shopping cart trick for no hard inquiry or soft inquiry is what they do. And then you may qualify. 60% of the people qualify. And then these report as a revolving trade line, and it's Victoria's Secrets and Overstock cards. So you can get two of them. They're by Community Bank. All right. So that's a couple of things. And then, of course, there's Tomo credit card down below, which is no credit check again. They check your bank account and then they issue you a credit, and then they do report. Then also we have the X1 credit card that's coming out. Allegedly, they're going to do the same thing where there's no credit check, no nothing. So that link's down below. And of course, I included Grow Credit, because Grow Credit, if you have Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, ESPN, anything that's $15 or less, it's free. And they report to your credit file with no hard inquiry. All right. That is about 5 or 6 accounts that you can get with no hard inquiry. Therefore, they just get added to your account. And the one thing I should say, there's Credit Strong and Self Lender. Self Lender, if you do their installment trade line, after you build up $200 or $300 in your savings, you can then say, I want a secured credit card. And they'll transfer that $200 or $300 in savings and make it a secured card. So now you have a revolving trade line with the same thing. Now you have the installment trade line with Self Lender and a credit card with Self Lender. So again, I've talked about this before. Now, the important part of this is, I don't know how many of you have had to go out and get a new job of significance. They started checking people's credit when you go for job interviews. That is wild. So again, another way to stop somebody from getting a job. So that's why your credit is important. It's not that you have to use your credit, because we don't really want to use the credit, but you have to have it if you're trying to move up and make things happen. So that's another reason why credit is very important. The next thing the credit's important is because you have to have credit cards, especially if you plan on traveling around. You do have to have a card for car rentals, hotel rooms. I mean, you can use your debit card sometime, but sometimes they say, hey, wait, this is a debit card. We don't use that. We need a credit card. When you leave outside of the country, sometimes your debit card, your bank card may not work. So again, that's when you need a credit card. All right. And bottom line of the story is, for special deals on cars, if you want financing at 1.9% for a car, which is literally no interest over 6-7 years, basically 2% a year on, it doesn't even matter what the number is. You can say $50,000, and that's, we're talking like $1,000 in interest on 2% over the course of 5-6 years. That's ridiculous. You're paying $30 a month or $20 a month in interest, less something along that line. That's very significant. So that means more money in your pocket. All right. That's what you should be doing with your credit. And that's why it's very important that you have to work on it. But it's not an end all be all, because you don't need credit as well, especially when the new guys came out with Celsius Network, Nexo, where you can buy assets like crypto and then you can borrow against it. Again, Celsius Network and all that's down below in the description. All right. So let's talk about it, ladies and gentlemen. Anything you want to talk about is on tap tonight. Let's see. And we got, I left out the Victor Marrero. Let's roll, chant. All right. Hey, everyone. We got that. Moses Tillman. What's up, SSN fam? And of course, the greetings by the SSN familia. Moms, hey, John Ruck. Right on. Curtis Davis, John Ruck, hello. Credit growth equals economy growth. Exactly. More credit means consumers borrow, spend, and invest more. More expenditure and invest equals job growth. Everything is tied together, one big circle. That's right. That's exactly how it works. And that circle is getting tight, especially when people are being screwed, in my opinion. Hold on, guys. I was trying to do, I got the apps, or I think I do. I don't know how, I have the apps running tonight too. At least I was trying, but I don't see how I can do it. It looks like it says upcoming. So it's 9 p.m. So it didn't come on automatically. So I guess I will have to do this manually. So give me a second. Let me see if I can run this manually. That'll be interesting. Oh, wait, no, I can't. No, can't do it manually. So I guess apps is out for the night. So it'll have to be Wednesday Night Live. But anyhow, everything is tied together, one big circle, and the noose is getting tighter, because whenever they start doing credit checks for just doing getting a job, that is pretty serious. And as everybody knows, in order to rent a home or buy a home, you need credit as well. So how can you build equity in anything? Because you're not going to be able to buy a multifamily property either, because they're starting to do credit checks for that. And the lenders are starting to tighten up a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. So that's why now I've been saying in 2020, you might have to start thinking about, make sure you're not out here running your credit, trying to get credit cards all the time, and you're not trying to spend anything on your cards. That's the idea here. You're just basically using it just to pay your bills, and then when you get home, then just go and pay it, so you have use on your card. But you're not trying to run it up and have, you're hitting 90% of your balance. You always want to stay under 10% debt utilization, and all you got to do is go to Credit Karma, and you can always see that. So that's not a problem. So you'll know where you stand. And most credit card companies give you either an Experian or a TransUnion free credit report. Anyhow, so you should have no reason to not be able to improve your credit score. Because again, I gave you no hard inquiry links down below. All right. And so that's the whole kicker here, because if you can borrow using other people's money, that's what you're doing when you buy a house. It's other people's money. But people don't look at it that way. You got a loan from a bank or a lender, and they allowed you to finance the home. That's their money. So turn it around to create assets with that. Instead of buying a single family home, buy a duplex or buy a threeplex or a fourplex. And then that way you always have revenue coming in. And yeah, you might have to live in it for a year depending on what type of loan you got. But again, that is an asset at that point, because people will be paying off your note for you. Then you can worry about going to go do whatever you want. But now everything that's coming in, you have cash flow. So you can live anywhere you want as long as you have cash flow coming in. And then your credit is perfect. So you always have options. When you go bad, you have to fix it. And if it takes a year to fix, so what? It's doable. That's why I have the links down below for no hard inquiry options. And the other thing is that you guys have heard me talk about before. Go look at the other videos when I'm talking about crypto and the live streams that just even last live stream on Friday, where I was talking about Celsius Network. Nexo does the same thing, where if you have assets sitting in their accounts, you can get loans against it. And again, I'll say it again. If you haven't purchased crypto yet, I suggest you download Coinbase. Get USA citizens. The link is down below. Get your free $10 of Bitcoin. All right. That's the deal. No, nothing. Just go and get the link down below. You can learn about it later, because within Coinbase, you can learn about crypto. And they give you like $3 here, $5 there, $6 there of some other crypto while you're learning, because you might as well get on board, because crypto is here to stay. The big boys, Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, all these guys are saying, okay, crypto is an asset now. They are now buying in, and huge corporations are buying Bitcoin. And most notably is the one when Elon Musk said, I'm buying $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin. That tells you right there, you better start thinking about studying it, getting in the program, and finding out if you want to get in. But I'm just saying, don't get left behind. Because if you have assets, if I have stocks, if I have crypto, if I have real estate, I can borrow against those. That's the point I'm trying to make. With crypto right now, with Celsius Network, if you borrow 25% against your assets, they give you a 1% loan. I like 1% loans or 0% loans. Those are the ones you like. All right. Just like when we're talking about the pre-construction in Dominican Republic, 0% interest over 2 years, over 3 years. So why would you pay cash? Your cash can work for you somewhere else while you're paying a 0% interest note and getting the skin in the game. All right. And in case any of you are new here and haven't seen those Punta Cana pre-construction videos where I say zero down, even we ran across for the Central Park downtown Punta Cana. That was brief because, needless to say, after I announced it, has nothing to do with me. They had a special deal, and everybody snapped them up because they were letting people do 0 down, 5% down, and then make payments. I mean, it was put down $2,000 and then pay $900 a month. I mean, that was pretty much it. So you're in, and all you had to do was just pay for 2 years, and then you can refi. All right. So if anybody has any questions about that, let me know. All right. I have everything but credit. I do not have bad credit, just no credit. I will be getting my first card. Start. Right on, John Ruck. Exactly. Keep that thought. You don't need the credit, but you do need to get the credit, because if you want to make big moves later, you're going to have to either have, you're going to need a house. Well, I'll say most people have a house. A lot of people have a house. They use the equity, which is actually a loan, to do something else. Or some people, like me, I've done 18 months, 0% interest for a down payment. I've done that before with the credit card. But you do have to pay 1% of whatever the amount is per month. But 1% is, could be $100 or whatever. But the point I'm trying to say is it's 0% still. So all kind of things you can do. Using credit isn't a bad thing. It's how you use that can break you. Exactly. That's exactly right, Victor Marrero. Most of the big boy brokers out in New York require good credit. Exactly. You're always going to need it. Exactly. So that's my whole point. You just need it. You don't need to use it. That's where people get in trouble, because let's just face it, most people live paycheck to paycheck. So then they start going, well, if I spend 300 here, I know I'll make 300 back because I'll get my check. And then your check comes, and then it's like, oh, wait, I have an electric bill to pay. So now I'll pay that instead of paying back the 200 on the card. Then you say, well, I'll just roll it over. It's only $50 or $40. So I'll just let it roll. And then the next thing you know, it starts snowballing because you start going, well, I'll use another card next month. And, you start, and it just keeps snowballing and adding up. And so that's why we always talk about getting those extra streams of income. because once you have the extra streams of income, then if you have a short month from your job or whatever you're doing, doesn't really matter. Even if you're self-employed, you could work for Uber or something, you could still be short. So it's good to have another stream, so then that way you can cover it. So then you don't sweat as much and you don't get yourself caught in a situation. Because remember, when you're trying to buy houses and cars and finance things, they look at how much you owe, and they also look at how much your monthly payments are. So if you had a $5,000 credit card and all of a sudden you're going to be spending $150 a month on your bill, now you go and try to buy a house, they go, hey, you pay $150 a month. And some of you might know what I'm talking about, where a lender will say, you need to pay that off. Otherwise, we can't finance you. You follow what I'm saying? So those are the reasons why you always want to keep it low, and you want to credit as an asset as long as you use it right. Just put it in the drawer, like I said. And then when you have your normal bills like water, gas, sewers, garbage, electric, whatever the case may be, that's when you use it, because you would be using your debit card most time, but switch it up and use your credit and then just pay it off when you get home. And then that way you can stay out of trouble. But that'll also keep your credit score well into the sevens, which allows you to have zero special credit cards that you'll be able to make moves if you need to make moves. So if a friend of yours comes over and says, hey, you know what? I just heard that guy selling his fiveplex down the street, and he just wants out of it, and it's $100,000. His dad is getting a little ill, so and the family doesn't want to take it over, so they just want to get rid of it. And now you're sitting there going, man, where do I get 25 grand? Because you're going to need 25% down, and then you got to qualify. So if you had a combination of cards, you could have done it with just credit cards. If not, then you can. If your score's in the 70s, then you'll be able to get money. It's not that hard. All right. Especially if it's a commercial property and it's already making money. All right. What's up, E? Hope you're well, AKA Phoenix Rising. James Hanna, welcome to the Monday Night Live Stream, Phoenix Rising. I appreciate you being here. Welcome back. Nice to see you. Curtis Davis, SSN fam. Over 916,000 new jobs in March. That's right. And a new record today in the stock market, ladies and gentlemen. And that is one of the reasons why. Right there on the screen, 916,000 new jobs in March. And an infrastructure bill. Talk about it, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, new records on them two indexes. Oh, it's crazy. They have always do in my industry, but they are more concerned about the criminal one. They have always, yeah, exactly. Some military and banking jobs require credit checks due to sensitivity of info. Yeah, that's true. I've been checked on both throughout my career. That's right. Thanks for bringing that up. I forgot. That's right. Military personnel always has to keep their credit in order. In fact, it's like mandatory. You could get called in if they call up, a debt collector calls up, your higher ranking officer will roll in and be like, hey, what's going on here, man? You need to handle this. And regarding if you're trying to get any federal government job, like a CIA, FBI, things like that, they check your credit, because now that is considered weakness. Somebody could try and mess with you if you have an IOU. So those are the things. Exactly. Another reason. And that's why when you start moving up in your job fields, they start checking. Earn more crypto on Coinbase. 2 coins up, plus 20%. Stella, there we go. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, you better get your free $10 of Bitcoin and find out what's going on with crypto, because it's coming. It's going down the pike, ladies and gentlemen, and you're getting left behind if you're not in the crypto game and finding out about it. Orchard plus Tezos coins on fire today. Exactly. Everything's on fire right now. It should be illegal what's been happening over the last 12 months. People are going to be spoiled. We have young people who are going to be spoiled because all they know is from 2010, 2011, from the time they're like 17, 15, 16, 20, stock market's been going up. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, hold on. Yeah, the stock market's been going up. They don't know nothing about anything going down. Crypto going up. Stocks going up, real estate going up. Everything's a dream. Perfect, going up. And so I don't know what's going to happen when one day all of a sudden there's a 20% correction and it doesn't come back up in like 5 months, 6 months. People aren't doubling and tripling their money in 2-3 months or a week. I don't know what's going to happen when it doesn't even move but 5 to 10% in a year to 2 years. So if you are here right now and you invest in anything, any assets, do not pay attention to what's been happening in the last 5 to 10 years. Things do not double in 1 year. This is an anomaly, what's happening. And it's only because we're pumping trillions of dollars into the economy. That is the only reason this is happening. All right. One of the reasons anyhow. And because of the pandemic, and now that, about 100 million people have shots and things are kind of like subsiding maybe. But the point is, this is not normal what is happening. So just keep that in mind. So you got to ride the gravy train while you can. And there's people making hundreds of thousands of dollars in this bull run, from crypto to stocks to real estate. It's like everything's on fire. But we still owe money as a nation, over $25 trillion. So sometimes things are going to come to a head. Not to get off topic, do you have any ideas on Robinhood? I keep buying the dip and selling the high over and over. Same stocks making money. Question, do I owe tax yet? Yeah, you do. You're going to owe tax. You have until you'll get you should have got a form. So if you did this last year, then yes, you would owe tax. So it goes by your year. I'm assuming you're just going to go January through December 31st. So if you've been doing it this year, then you're not going to owe tax until 2021. If you did it last year, then you're not going to, if you do it this year, you're not going to owe tax till 2022. If you did it this year or last year, then you're going to owe it this year. All right. So here's how it goes. Anything that's a profit. So I'll use a simple example. If I bought a stock at $10 and the stock goes up to 30, then I sell it at 30 and I have $20 profit and I got to pay 25% of that. That's what it is. $5. All right. That's pretty simple as I can get it. That's what you would have to do by rights, but it's not even that simple, because if you sold any stocks that you had a loss, you might be able to get it back down to a loss. So it's all depends on what's going on. So nothing's in stone, but I'm just letting you have an idea. If you're winning a lot and you're going to owe it within the first year, so that's 25%. After the first year, though, that's why this buy and sell, I usually try not to buy and sell within a year. I just hold. But it's happened. Like I had to do the GME. So, hey, it went up so much, I didn't mind paying the 25%, which I'm going to pay next year. But the point is, if you keep doing that, yes, that 25% adds up, versus if you just waited for a year, it could be 15%. All right, 366 days or more, then you sell it 15% on profits. Every spring season, I notice new signs on apartment complex, new management. Exactly. And new management means higher prices. So if you go in every year, that extra, and they're, 5%, 3 to 5% every year, the price goes up and the sign drops under new management every year. Oh, and then we changing our website and we're doing all this new stuff. All the time. They have turned people away from a mortgage because they had no credit history. And if they had limited credit to make a judgment on your ability to pay a large mortgage, exactly, Wilson Coop. Exactly. Because there's still people running around that says, I don't want credit. I don't need credit. You should get your credit score. If you can get it to 750, 760, 740, get in that neighborhood, because a whole bunch of doors open. In fact, they just try to give you stuff. You'll get stuff in the mail talking about, hey, transfer your stuff over here. We'll give you 0% for like 12 months, 14 months. You're like, okay. 0%. That's cool. And you can actually keep rolling it over like that if you wanted to. All right. Curtis dropping nuggets. Exactly. Mr. Financial always dropping nuggets. Exactly. Thank you, James Hanna. Coinbase is efficient going into and getting out quick despite trade payments. Exactly, James Hanna. That is one of the downfalls with Coinbase. I have to admit, Coinbase disgusts me really, because for American citizens, all we can do is use places like Voyager, that directly. In fact, you can directly load your money onto the Celsius network as well. You can use Voyager. I think I might have a link down to Voyager as well. And Voyager, you can buy more tokens on Voyager. And the thing about the Coinbase is they charge you like $2, $3 to load your money. And then when you send it out, it's like $5, $10, $15, $20. It's like, geez, these guys are siphoning off your money just like that. So that's why I've been trying to bypass them. Well, not yet. I'm about to bypass them, but that's why the Voyager app allows you to onboard to them. I can't remember if there was a fee or not. There probably was, but it's not as much as the Coinbase. And then Celsius allows you to load on their platform, and it's cheaper. And in fact, if you guys have Robinhood or Webull and you want to buy the main crypto, Robinhood is even cheaper than everybody. So, but you don't actually have the crypto. It's basically an ETF. So that's the difference. But either way, if you didn't mind having ETF, then buy on Robinhood the crypto. Or you can also go to Webull and buy like Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, and I think it's PAX. They only had 4 or 5 on Webull. They might have added some more. But that's the kicker right there. You have options to get into the crypto game. Or I finally did it, Victor Marrero. I finally got that Fidelity account, and I tried it today, and I actually did an over-the-counter trade, and it definitely was 0. No transaction fees, unlike E-Trade and a bunch of other brokerage houses. So I was happy to see that. And by the way, I didn't write this down. A friend of mine called me yesterday, and you guys know I'm a sucker for different things. And AITX, I did after 4 p.m., so it wouldn't allow me to trade, by the way, Wilson Koo. AITX, so I'm going to be getting that tomorrow. So anyhow, a guy told me about HCMC. All right. A friend of mine, we were talking. He goes, hey, man, check out this HCMC. They're doing whatever. It's like 0.0. Well, then I'm going to buy like $10, $20. I'm not going to even buy $50 like I normally would. So I bought like $11 and it came out to 10,000 shares. It was crazy. So that's what I bought because it's $10, 10,000 shares. Who cares what happens? If it goes up to $2, $3, $5, okay, we'll take it. But if not, $10. So AITX was 0.089, I think. So literally about 9 cents. So I'll be, that's the artificial intelligence, by the way. AITX, ladies and gentlemen, that's the stock for over the counter. But again, that was 0. It's a bubble. It's going to pop. Of course, John Ruck. All bubbles pop. Yeah, you got that right. That's why we had 1989. That's why we had 1994-ish. That's why we had 1999 when the dot-com bubble burst. Then in 2007, 8 when we had the housing bubble burst. Well, from about 2010 till 2021, 11 years, we haven't had bubbles pop the right way. Just the pandemic put things down, but it wasn't a normal stock market correction. But it ended up being a 30% drop, but it came right back because it was a pandemic thing. It wasn't a stock thing. So we haven't had that real estate bubble yet either. And there's a reason. 760 credit score by 70% of people who got a mortgage in 2020. That is so significant. What's going to happen when all those people who lost their jobs, their credit score is not going to be 760. because they wouldn't be able to pay their mortgages. They're not able to pay their cards and credit cards. They're not be able to pay their cars, vehicles, and any other type of credit cards. So there's a large percentage of the population that this hasn't shaken out yet. And the evictions, that hasn't been allowed across the board yet. There's a whole bunch of things that's going to come out. And yeah, it could pop, but they're trying to stave it off. They're doing a good job, actually, because once you did the $1.9 trillion pumping money into the marketplace, that's why the stock market's rising, in my opinion. People took their little $1,400 check and they're like, wait, let me get me some crypto. Let me get me some stocks. It's getting in people's hands. And then now you're going to do the infrastructure bill. What do you think is going to happen there? You're going to have corporations now with money in their hands. And now they're going to say, well, we'll just buy our own stock back. So this little ride that we're on is going to keep going. So, I mean, you might as well enjoy the ride. That's the way I look at it. We're entrepreneurs, right? We're emerging millionaires, right? Are we trying to take advantage of all situations? And yes, nobody can predict when the fall will come, and nobody can predict how high this will go. But I'm willing to risk my money, that like I've been doing over the last year. While this bubble keeps rising and expanding, we get to win. So now the winning part comes in when you sell, because as long as you hold, you have not made a profit yet. Because tomorrow somebody could wake up and say, hey, we have 5 strains of the pandemic, 1 million people are sick. And the next thing you know, of course, this just gets wiped out. The stock market would go away. It would drop just like last year. But the point is, this is what we do. When you're trying to be an entrepreneur, when you're trying to be the CEO of your life, this is what you do. You got to make the call. When you say, hey, I'll take 50% on my money, I sell. Or am I going to take 100% on my money and sell? Are you going to be greedy? Or are you just going to take a little profits here and keep stacking the profits? That's the question, right? How much is it good enough? Some people would say in any normal year, people would say 50% profit over the year. Hell yeah, I'll take that. I'm going to sell. But in this marketplace, 50% is like, that's not good enough. You change your mindset because you've doubled and you've got 200, 300, 400% on your money, and you're like, and it keeps going. And the funny thing is, I had that conversation with my friend who told me about HCMC. He did something infallible. He was listening to his friends at work talking about Tesla while Tesla split, and then Tesla went from like 400, 500, 600. He didn't buy. When it 400, 500, 600, 700, 800. He didn't buy until the peak almost, $830. That's when he bought. After he bought for $830, as we all know, I hope people have been watching the live streams, you know, Tesla went down to like $560 a share. So he's all bummed about Tesla. And I said, man, see, if you would have been watching the SSN Nation channel, instead of working out here, doing your stuff with the post office, getting home late, then you would have known when it went under 600, you would have bought more. And you would have brought down your $800, $830 price, and the difference between $830 and let's just say you figured 600. I won't even say you figured 560. Let's just say it's 600. You brought it down. Now you'd be closer to 7. And so then today I had to tease him when I said, hey, you know, Tesla went up to 700 today. You would be like at even right now. But I said, now, this is what you do from now on. When it goes down, just buy more. So hopefully I got him on board. All right, Curtis Davis. Oh, yeah. Marvel, AT&T, Verizon, AMT, Cisco, JP Morgan paid dividends this week. All right, well, congratulations, because I know Mr. Financial has all of these stocks because he was telling people to buy these last year. Okay, me, myself, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I only have 4 of these stocks, not all of them. So I'll be announcing my dividends that come in this week. And I got dividends on, New York Times. I have NYT, by the way. And they issued dividends today. I forgot to write that on the community tab. Yeah, I was shocked. I was like, what's this NYT? I forgot all about it. They were like 7 cents a share. I was like, okay, beautiful. Making money while we sleep, unexpected. That's how we got to do it, ladies and gentlemen. There's always more ways. And by the way, with the credit scenario, if you have stocks, you can borrow against your stocks, ladies and gentlemen. They're assets. Okay? So you can be your own bank. That's what you want to try to achieve. All right? Let's see here. John Ruck, anytime you're selling your stocks, flags a tax event. Yep, that's it exactly. And also, funny thing is, that flags a tax event, and so does crypto. They treat them all the same now. So if you have profits in crypto, it's the same thing. It triggers a tax event. And it just depends on when you sell it. Under a year, you're going to pay more tax. Over a year, you pay less tax. That's it. The bubble here. Investors are buying neighborhoods, homes, plus 10% over asking price. Exactly. Exactly. That's why prices are escalating. And what people don't get is, sure, the 760 guys, they'll get financed for anything. But what people don't understand, when you're getting hundreds of millions of dollars of PPP money, which would be a corporation, these guys get to do just what Curtis Davis said. You go to a neighborhood, and all of a sudden somebody's selling a home for 500 grand. Well, I got $50 million. So I'll just say, okay, you're selling your home for five. I'll give you 575. And then everybody in that whole area, I'm just going to bring up all the prices. Everybody's going to sell the same amount of square footage, same number of bedrooms, is going to sell within a $10,000 to $20,000 range. So I can easily say, okay, I know everything's 500 to 520. So I'm just going to knock on every door or go to every seller and be like, I'll give you 575. And I can do this how many times? Like 1,000. Because I got the money. And now you have corporations owning homes. And now they're renting them out, or they're going to resell them, but they can hold out that they got free money. So it's just bad like that. And that's why the bubble's going to keep going. That's why California has always been California, because you have LA and San Francisco where home prices are so stupid crazy. And a normal house out in the suburbs would be 400, 500,000. But if you're in LA proper or another zip code, that house is 2.5 million. So they sell their house. Then they go into the lower neighborhoods and go, wait, I got capital gains on this. How's it, a $2 million capital gains? Well, you get about 500,000 if you're married off, but still 1.5 million, you're looking for a house. You got to go get a $1.5 million house or a $1 million house or something. You're not trying to pay Uncle Sam like $700,000. You know what I'm saying? You're like, well, I'll just buy a house. If I'm going to give up $700K, I'll just pay an additional $700K for a house. What the heck? So that's what happens. They go to Nevada, they go to Texas, they go to other areas in California that cost half the price. And that's why, and then the prices go up. Same thing. It's a bubble. And the only people that's going to be hurt are the people who are low on the financial pole with making money. So that's why you need extra streams of income. And the other people that's going to be hurt is the people who don't make enough at their job. No, just started January selling. I only bought last year. No selling, just selling this year. Okay, well, then you got to keep track. But that's going to be a taxable event. But like I said, just go by the whole year. You'll see what I mean. But if you end up winning too much, you're going to have to, you might want to set aside like 20% somewhere. All right. That's what I would suggest. Don't get carried away, especially when you're making some of these big hits. All right. Because a lot of people are doing damage right now. Robinhood sends you forms into your account. That is correct. That's right. And for me, they were like last year, they were like, oh yeah, you don't have a tax. We don't have to send you nothing. I'm like, I know you don't, because I didn't sell. So I didn't sell till this year. Okay. All right. Yeah, it's pretty soon. I got a good tax guy. Cool. But yeah, I better stop selling. Yeah, you better. That's why around here, that's why I've always been saying, go with the long-term play. You get to keep more money. You get more appreciation. And to me, it's like a win-win, but everybody has their own investment style. Everybody likes to take, when people sell options and things like that, they get paid, like it could be next week, or if they're doing swing trading, day trading, you're doing every day. So that triggers a taxable event from profits. So, everybody likes doing it their own way. So whatever you feel comfortable with. But as long as you know that you're going to be paying almost 25% when you're dealing with taxes and you're selling it 3-4 months later, and just remember that most brokers send you a 1099 for gains, losses from stock sold. That's correct. Exactly. Forms will appear on your account next year, John. Exactly, James Hanna. Thank you so much, Phoenix Rising, on that. That's how it works. They'll be sending you. You'll know. They'll tell you because they have to report it, actually, because that's part of the being regulated by the government. So every time you have profits, you're triggering. It's not that you're doing anything special. It's that Robinhood, Webull, your brokerage account's going, hey, this dude just profited at $500. That's going to be a taxable event for you guys, government. If your stocks end up negative at the end of the year, you don't get a 1099, correct? It all depends on if you sold. You could still get one. It all depends on your overall what happened. It all depends. You'll still get one. It all depends on what your profit margins were. You don't have to. You kind of don't have to worry about it. Forms will appear on your account next year. Exactly. Thanks, chat. I am reading all of it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if your stocks end up negative at the end of the year, you don't get a 1099. No. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, if you have a loss, no, you won't get one. In fact, you should have gotten an email or a letter, or even in your back office, it'll say you're not going to receive a 1099. In U.S., you need credit or job for 2 years before mortgage approvals, 1 year in hot market. Pretty much it. That's pretty much it. And if you have bad credit and can't get a job, well, then you can forget the mortgage. Sold some Twilio last week. About time, man. I don't know how long you could hold on to that. Buying it at like $50, and it's like $300 a share now. That's crazy. Anything over 20% gain by investor practice good case. Anything over 20% gain by investor practice good case. Yep, exactly. So we gotta pay attention. We don't want to give Uncle Sam our money siphoning off our wealth. In most cases, I like April. Anything I buy for rest of the year, not selling until 2022, unless GME stock gave 500% a month. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's the only way. I'm like, okay, I can't ignore 500%. I can't ignore 1,000%. I'll take the hit. No problem. Melody Bonita's in the house. Miss 21 streams of income. Glad to see you here on a Monday Night Live. Thank you so much. And she's got the icon next to her name as well. Thank you once again. It also matters what income you have when buying with decent credit score. If you have 760 in there, you won't let you buy compared to 50K or more. That is very true. Very true. It is all relative. Because, basically, if you have 25K to 30K, even if you have an 850 credit score, you're not going to be able to buy much. Because you're only going to be able to get around, I don't, even though they'll let you do it, 40%, that's not good. They'll let you have a debt to income ratio of 40% and get loans. That's not good. And 40% is basically, that could include your mortgage. That would include any car payments. That would include any credit cards, any student loan debt, any payments you make. And when you only make like $2,500 a month, 40%, that's $800. So, it's kind of crazy, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah, you're generally going to have to make more than that. And that's where some people, in case you guys haven't bought a home, don't think that you're going to be able to roll out here and get a $400,000 home and you only make $50K a year. You're not going to be able to do it. All right? It doesn't matter if you have an 800 score. You're not going to be able to do it. You're going to have to be close. You're going to have to be like $100K a year, generally, or your household. not you personally, if you have husband and wife together, but generally you guys are going to have to be over 100. That's how it's going to work. All right. I did get K1 from some mixed ETF. Yep. I took a loss on 2020. Okay. Take the loss. Yeah. ETFs, you're going to get that's going to trigger something all the time, because ETFs gives dividends as well. And that must be a real estate trust, a REIT or something. You'll get one. Big time, Melanie. Yeah. In Canada, we need 3 years for self-employed and at least 2 years to qualify with good credit, but they allow up to 4x your salary. Wow. No wonder the property prices skyrocketed. Jeez. 4 times your salary. That's insane. Okay. Wow. Jeez, that's scary. Most option players are making 1,000 gains. That's why worth tax it. Yeah, exactly. Hello at Melanie Bonita. But I would argue with you about most. It's not most. So what's up with the 305? Trying to have Mr. Worldwide, Mr. Pitbull as your neighbor? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Hey, let's talk about it. Hold on now. We went all this time, 51 minutes in. Please smash that like button, people. I really would appreciate it for the YouTube algorithm, because we got to start up in the game here. Or shall I say, I'm going to have to start up in the game. So what I mean by up in the game is that means I'm going to have to come with the proper thumbnails now. Can you believe that I'm going to change the old funky thumbnails that everybody knows that are mine because they're all funky? I'm going to have to change them up a little bit. I'm going to have to come up with the new YouTube channel art. I'm going to have to change that up a little bit. I'm going to have to start changing up to get conform, so to speak, so we can get more views, more subscribers, more people. So now, since I'm doing this all the time, I guess I might as well come correct and do what I guess the YouTube gods say, because we need to get start up in the game here. But yeah, Mr. 305, Mr. Worldwide, Mr. Pitbull, yeah. Okay. This is going to be very interesting. Legacy Hotel and Residences. All right. This is going to be interesting. So let me get this Victor Marrero. Let me get you off screen so you guys can see this. This is it. This is what's going on. Legacy. And it's basically a studio unit for $300. But look at this place. Downtown Miami. $300K. This is unheard of. This is the downtown Miami that's includes around American Airlines Arena downtown, Brickell, Biscayne Boulevard, things like that. International Business Lounge. Look at this. Rooftop atrium, Center for Health and Performance, Micro Lux Residences. That's what these are. They're basically studios. All right. And then, of course, they go 300,000 and up. But look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Yes, let's do Mr. Worldwide. Yeah, let's hang with Pitbull and all these guys. You have Opportunity Knox. Vacation rentals, right. Notice number 4 here, the rise of vacation rentals. That's what time it is. That's what time it is. Downtown Miami, Miami Worldwide Center. 300,000, ladies and gentlemen, can get you in for a studio unit. And then, of course, it goes up from there. I mean, there's things that are going to be $1 million in this joint. But 300 grand for downtown Miami while the getting's good, pre-construction, people are going to jump all over this. So it's called Legacy MWC Micro Lux Residences. And you guys are going to be able to see it on the screen here. This is what it is. It's just a short, small, and basically it's almost perfect for short-term rentals. Like they're saying, Airbnb, it comes furnished. You have a Bosch high-end, Fisher and Paykel high-end, LG. All right, I'll take an LG washer and dryer, stackable. That's cool. Oh, it's the all-in-one like you have in Dominican Republic. About time. I was wondering when they're going to start bringing this into the States, the all-in-ones where they wash and dry and it's only one unit. Floor-to-ceiling glass windows. Beautiful. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. So here's the one. This is the legacy. And in fact, I'll be in Miami, so I'm try and go by and see what this is looking like in the showroom. So you guys will see all this up close and in person, even though I'm pretty sure it's not being built yet. So, but I'll be in whatever they have, the showroom or whatever they're doing. I'll be there. So we'll see what it looks like. The sales gallery, that's what I'm looking for. Hopefully you guys see what that is. So let me know what you think about that so far. Let me know what you guys think about that one so far. I might have to go live by 305, especially at these prices. Jeez. If you're getting dividends, then keep getting it and not sell. Exactly. Borrow your equity or asset value, but you aren't taxed on your loans. Exactly, Wilson Koo. That is the biggest deal right there. You get loans against your assets and it's not taxable, ladies and gentlemen. Then you pay yourself back. This is why you don't need credit if you have assets, because you can get loans against your asset, whether it's stocks or whether it's crypto. Exactly. I'm taking the dividends, and sadly, I have to report that DHT. I looked at my account. Now it's down to 3% dividends when all last year they were giving me 15% on my money. And sadly, it's down to 3%, but I haven't calculated yet. So I might be getting 6% or 5% on my money, but I don't know. But it's not 15% like it was last year. But it's all right. It's all good. Okay. Wilson Koo in U.S. 3 times or 3.5 times income for mortgage approval by bank discretion. Exactly. That's exactly right. 4 times is crazy. 4 times 100K house, 25K income. That is incredible to me. Can you even get a 100K house there? Man. Yes, I missed the 305 players. Have a few friends in Miami. Yeah, man. Yeah. Gotta like Miami. Man, did you see Upstart? That's right. Do not know who I hear it from, but got at 46. I guess I do not sell tax. It is at 139. I have 30 shares. No more selling. No more selling for Upstart. Come on, man. We talked about this probably about 10 days ago. In fact, you know that I posted it on the community tab when I bought Upstart, Affirm. I bought 3 things that day. That was only like 7 to 10 days ago. Yeah, we know all about it. But 139? Hold on, I'm gonna have to go look at this. I can't believe this. 139. How, what the heck? Yeah, it is. It's at 140. Holy smokes. Okay. All right. That's all right. Nobody can complain there. Nobody can complain. Wow. Okay. All right. Cool. Unbelievable. Oh, by the way, this is from Mr. Financial. I finally did it. MGI MoneyGram. Finally did it. Last week, I think it was. Finally got some love for MGI. All right. Just so you know. All right. So let's keep it up with the 305. Let's go. What's up, everyone? Diesel Mike's in the house. Welcome to the Monday night live stream with the icon next to his name. Thank you so much for being here, Diesel Mike. James Hanna, Miami, doing it right by rehabbing and building in a timely manner. Yeah, James Hanna, I looked at their modeling for them building these skyscrapers, and I cannot believe what they are doing. They're doing it the right way. The skyscrapers are built like they're staggered and they're like a diagonal, so they're not blocking each other's view of the ocean. It's unbelievable what they're doing. So I'll show you when I show you the next one, because the next one is also 300,000 in downtown Miami, and people are going to trip because there's a discussion about Airbnb. What? Is that a condo hotel? That is amazing. I need to Google that tonight. Any word as to HOA? No, I don't know. I didn't look into it. The HOA, I figured when I go down to Miami sometime later this week, I'll go by there and find out the real deal. person to person. So yeah, exactly. It's a condo hotel, man. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I still can't believe it. I'm like, this is unheard of. Here, let me get over there, and I'll let me get back to the screen, and I'll show you what this is. Yeah, I'm kind of excited about it myself. Yeah, it's a micro lux residences. So again, it's and it's nice, and it's fully furnished. So you don't have to do anything. You just roll in. It's like, so everything's top of the line. It's sweet. You don't have to worry about it. And obviously, it's built for the rental crowd, right? That's why it's micro. So in downtown Miami, when they have all these events, all this stuff, people have very nice places to stay. And you can charge arm and a leg. I have a place, I used to have a place downtown Miami. And it was a 1-bedroom. You could get like $600, $500, $600 a night. That's crazy. Like 2 years ago, $500, $600 a night. It was crazy. You would never believe it. But whenever they have events like the Ultra Music Festival, anything like when they had the Super Bowl there, then it's like $1,000 a night for just a 1-bedroom because it's downtown. It's crazy. Crazy stuff. So yeah, let's scroll through this again because I never really looked at it. But like I said, all this is included, fully furnished. Fully furnished. So this is what it's going to look like. This is sweet right here. This is sweet. And if you can get in for one of the micro units, not the million, I mean, they have $1 million units as well. But look at all this over here. This is nice. Floor to ceiling windows is what you're going to have in your unit as well if you get the micro. But of course, you can get the bigger units. It's going to be sweet. And the units overlook the bay. Overlooks the ocean, actually. It's not really a bay. I mean, and all this wellness and sports medicine, European spa, just keeps going and going. Rooftop atrium, event space, 1 acre pool deck, largest downtown hotel pool deck. Restaurants, bar, lounge. Yes, it's a condo hotel. Just like it says, hotel areas. I love it. I love it. So I want to see what they're talking about. I want to see where this actually is when the hole in the ground. All right. So let me know. This is what we're going to, in America, we're going to need credit for this one. Credit and cash. You get access to get loans and never get taxable event. Some banks require a minimum 40K portfolio for loans. Man, Curtis Davis, stop giving out bad news. No, I'm just messing with you. Yeah, exactly. They're starting to change the game on you. It's not just good enough to have that 760 credit score. They're sitting there going, okay, look, do you make 3 times? Do you have a 40? We'll give you up to a 40% DTI, debt to income ratio. What's your credit? Oh, it's a 760. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, what you got as a backstop? And then you go, well, I only got like 10K. They're like, no, I'm sorry. And you're sitting there going, wait a minute, I have a 760. I make enough money. That used to be the way it worked. They have other game for you now, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, that little gap between the rich and the poor is just going to get bigger and bigger. You can get a Jack in the Box from Toys R Us. What? I'm bullish on Tesla. I believe my Tesla at 1,000 today, but in 10 years will be worth 10,000. Curtis Davis, Mr. Financial, I'm 100 agree, on board. My friend who bought Tesla for 832, I took him off the ledge last night. He was all bummed. He's like, man, it went down to 600, went down to 650. I go, you bought more, right? He goes, no. So then I said, oh, well, you can buy some more now because it was 650 or something. But now it's 700. It went up $40 or $50 a day. But either way, he can still buy at 700 and bring his dollar cost average down to 760 or something. But I told him the same thing. I said, look, who's ever not bullish on Tesla, if you're not bullish on Tesla, just keep things in perspective. They already have cars that go 500, 600 miles in a range. They already have a deal with ChargePoint, and ChargePoint and Switchback partnered up. Elon came out and said, hey guys, we'll allow other EV car companies to charge at our stations. The reason why I said that is because ChargePoint and Switchback is that they're like partners and buddies. So now instead of them just having their Tesla chargers, they're going to have more chargers. They have reasons to add more chargers. And what's going to end up happening is you're going to plug into the Tesla ChargePoint Switchback charging station. And what do you think is going to happen? Now it's almost kind of like you're going to be in the ecosystem for Tesla. And then when Tesla drops that $30,000 vehicle or $35,000 vehicle, game over. Everybody else is still going to be playing catch up, and then they're still going to be able to deliver that 600-mile range. That's for starters. That's just for starters. And they're ahead technology-wise when it comes to the computers and their motherboards and everything, because they've been in business for so long that they've been able to consolidate their circuitry. So they're ahead in that phase. They're also ahead with autonomous driving. They just haven't unleashed it yet. But they're also going to be ahead with the robo-taxis. They haven't unleashed that yet. They're also ahead on the truck. Autonomous driving trucks that's going to wipe out truck drivers. It's actually happening right now, ladies and gentlemen. They're testing it right now. This isn't like a thing coming 2 years from now. This is a thing that could be unleashed almost any time in the next 6 months to a year. They're so far ahead. Who else is going to catch them? Nobody. So now they're going to be selling cars. They're going to be selling trucks. They're going to have robo-taxis on the street. And the rest of the guys, well, we got an EV. We got a range of 300 miles, 150 miles, 200 miles. Okay, great. And we have autonomous driving, but we're not going up that level 5. You can forget that. We're not even going to think about that right now. So you have all that, and Tesla's so far ahead. So, yeah, I was telling him, I said, man, Tesla's going to be like $1,500, something like that. Just sit back and relax. Even if you don't want to buy anymore, just sit at your 832, call it a day. And so I had to talk him off the ledge and let him know this is what's coming with Tesla. Tesla's so far ahead, it's ridiculous. So I agree with you on this. I'm bullish as well. A cottage is now going above 300K, and you still have to fix it up. I know, man. Canada's off the charts right now. It's just like America. It's 2005, 2004 in Canada right now. That's what it's like. Homes that used to be 100 is 300, and then people are saying, hey, wait, the front door's falling off. That's 3 times the value. What are you doing buying it? And people are buying it. Crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff. Hello, Diesel Mike. Welcome. All right. Curtis Davis, you're rocking Tesla. Exactly. We rocking Tesla, baby. People are always in Miami before leaving for cruises also. Exactly. People are always in Miami, period. For spring break, just like right now, spring break happened, people are there. Cruises, people are there. Like I say, the Ultra Music Festival, people are there. Golf tournament that used to be at the Blue Doral is now somewhere else in Miami, people are there. Tennis tournament, people are there. Football, people are there. Basketball, people are there. And especially downtown where the American Airlines Arena is, that's downtown. Where they have the Ultra Music Festival, that's downtown. So now people can just walk there. You could always walk there, but you'd have to park. It used to be commercially zoned. And you'd have to find parking spots. But now you live downtown. All that is now your backyard. They have concerts in the amphitheater that people don't know about. I'm trying to think. John B. was there one time, downtown, of all places, putting on a free concert downtown. It's crazy. All kind of stuff going on in downtown Miami. And then, of course, you go across the 110 and you can get to South Beach from downtown a lot easier than coming in off of like 154, 164, whatever's up there, and you come out at Sunny Isles, going through all that traffic. I'd rather be on the 110 already and jump to South Beach or go off to the island over there before I figured I want to be in the north of Miami. So yeah, it's that I can only imagine what they're going to tell me when I get there. I can't even imagine that they're going to have units at the lower price point that's going to be available. I would be shocked. Miami is a year-round income-generating machine. That's right. My friend owns a rental townhome, not even downtown. That's right. Yep. That's exactly right. We're 1 hour in, so please smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. And if you like what we're talking about, please subscribe to the channel. We could always use new team members on the Emerging Millionaire team and the SSN Nation. Hey, guys, did anybody check out the story? I posted a video on the stories. You guys got to check that out. It's pretty good. All right. If it's on Biscayne, that's the perfect location near the cruise lines. It's not on Biscayne, but it's like 100 yards from Biscayne. So it's right there. It's in the mix. Can't get any better than that. Most people stay at hotels for the cruise lines, but if you can stay at the same place for the same price, or, well, it might be a little bit higher, I can get better deals in U.S. Yeah, Michigan, Ohio, Louisiana, Tennessee. I mean, yeah, Mississippi. Yeah, around those spots. Idaho, Montana, Michigan, Illinois. Yeah, you can get all kind of deals. Texas. Hello at Melanie Medina. Wahoo, Biscayne is right there by the American. Yep, you can't get any closer. Exactly. Miami, Party Central. Exactly. NBA, NFL, cruises, beautiful views, waterways, off the chains, King of Diamonds. Exactly. That's why, oh man, I can't remember these stars' names. I'm trying to think. He's a musician too. I can't remember his name. It'll come to me. How are you doing tonight? Gino Shimiente. Welcome to the Monday night live stream. Glad to see you here. How are you doing tonight, Eric? Last week I purchased 50 more shares at 568. I have a total of 4. Oh, Gino Shimiente. Bullish on the Tesla. I know what he's talking about. It was at 568. And that's what I was saying. Hey, that's what I was telling my friend. I was like, man, you didn't buy none when it went under 600? What the heck? Yeah, that's Tesla, ladies and gentlemen. Gino Shimiente, the millionaire. That's how we got it in the house, dropping gems. Wilson Crew reminds me of California high prices for crackerjack box homes. That's exactly right. Not mentioning the future flooding again, pontoons. Yeah, we got to talk about that. I don't know. Downtown Miami is not the flood zone, at least as far as I've researched everything. That's not the flood zone. When it's out by the South Beach, that's actually where the flood zone is. But they're not telling anybody. So you got that right. Right. Plenty of undiscovered lands in the U.S., but not near Miami. Exactly. All right, guys. I'm going to give you condo rentals are as high as Frisco for studio. Yeah, I love San Francisco for rentals. I have a few Airbnb properties there. Downtown San Francisco, always can rent them out. And it's incredible. All right, I'm going to give you one more. Okay, guys. G Money's not in the house. So I wanted to, this is especially for G Money, because I got to mess with him. All right. I got to mess with G Money on this one. Because me and him, he has a, what did he tell me? He had some, I don't even know what he did. I guess he did a put for Airbnb to be like $99. I don't know when $99. Airbnb stock, that is. But Frisco is crazy. Exactly. especially when there's like the JP Morgan thing in January when it's freezing, and I can charge like $300 a night, $350 a night for a studio midweek, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Can charge people like $1,000 for a midweek studio in downtown San Francisco. It's insane. And that's me getting, because, I told you guys before, I like to get more than one unit. So I have like 3 units. So I'm booking like 3 things that cost me literally basically $200. That's it, because it's midweek. And so I have a point system, and it literally only costs me like $200, $250. And I get to charge people $1,000 for each unit. So JP Morgan. And then when they have the yacht races at Fisherman's Wharf, I have a place called Suites at Fisherman's Wharf, and I have a 1-bedroom and a 2-bedroom. And once again, get to charge people $400 a night for midweek days and weekends, and they run a whole month in like September or October. It's crazy. Exactly. There's so many opportunities, and that's why a friend of mine that I used to play poker with, he actually bought like hotels that were run down in San Francisco like 3 years ago, and he turned them into Airbnbs. Crazy stuff. All kind of opportunities. Central Texas becoming Silicon Valley 2.0. Yeah, tell me about it. Yeah, Austin. Yeah, Austin, I feel for you. Whoever's near Austin, you're about to get screwed. Welcome to Cali, basically. Home prices going up $50,000 to $100,000 by the week. It's insanity. Don't worry about taxes. You will never make real money. Just pay it. That is a smart way. Yeah, exactly. That's how you have to do it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here's the thing. When people were talking about Airbnb, I had a few discussions where people said, you guys know I did a video about Airbnb. In fact, I did videos about how I make money on Airbnb. So you can search the channel and put in Airbnb, and I show receipts, by the way. I show my 1099s, by the way. Other people don't show 1099s. They're showing you some other screen that doesn't make any sense. I'm like, where's your 1099s? We get 1099s. So, they're claiming they make a lot of money, but they don't show the receipts. I'm like, wait, where's your 1099s? Come on, show me. I want to see this a lot of monies, because they're telling people to get leases on homes, condos, and then, you got to deal with HOAs and renting to people. And I'm like, I want to see this, because that's a risky maneuver, because whenever you're within an HOA and they haven't approved rentals, short-term rentals, people start crying and they start bitching. So then they start blocking it. So the only way you can do it is like almost undercover. So eventually you might have to give it up and can't do the rentals for Airbnb or VRBO, but yet you signed a lease with the landlord for a year. So you're on the hook. So that's why I was like, I want to see these 1099s, because this is going to be interesting. All right. So here's the new thing. Anytime you make over 100, 1099 income be yeah. That's a given. Yeah, you can't get around that. When you start making money, you're not going to be able to get around the taxes, pay taxes. Exactly. All right. So here's my Airbnb surprise. So when I was talking about Airbnb before, I was sitting in there saying, what do you think Airbnb is, right? What do they do right now? All they are is a transaction, just like an ATM machine. That's basically what they are. They just have people, it doesn't cost them much anymore to obtain host. So it's almost zero. And then you have people that are paying the host for the rental, and they're taking their 3% cut. But what people don't realize is on the other side of the fence, they charge the people that's renting more than 3%. They charge them ridiculous, like $100, $150 extra from what I'm charging them. So you start doing 1 million transactions a day at $100. I don't know what people aren't seeing here, but these guys are making a lot of money, and they don't even own no building, no nothing. This is incredible. This is the perfect plan. So they did an IPO, right? Everybody knows Airbnb did an IPO. They busted out at 130, 140. Yes, like everybody knows the story. I bought it like 150, I believe it was, 153. And then all of a sudden it dropped all the way down to 124. I didn't get buying until like 128, 129, somewhere in there. So my dollar cost average came down to 130 something, I guess. 139 or 138, I guess. And now it sits around 180, 190, 200, somewhere, but it's 180 to 200 generally. So what does Airbnb do? Just what you would think they would do. When you're flush with cash from an IPO, wouldn't it make sense to have your own building? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, a second $300,000 fully furnished flexible ownership in downtown Miami by Airbnb. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. They actually are building condos in cities, and they're Airbnb ready specifically for their platform. Fully furnished. And again, you can see here, mid 300s to 1.25 million. And I don't know what this means to 425. Delivery is in 2023. 400 residential units. Studio, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom, 4 bedrooms. All right. Bang. This is what I expected them to do. They are flush with cash. They can get cheap money now because of their IPO. So what do? You buy units and then you rent them out as condos or sell them as condos, and now you have built-in clientele in your ecosystem. I love it. I love it. So anyhow, I'm gonna do something here. I'm not gonna cut on the volume. But this is the one I want you guys to see right here. Look at how they build it, like how they're building these. Look at this. They're not putting them in front of each other. They're like a little diagonal, so everybody gets a view. And then these guys are stacked, but they have views on the left-hand side. This is like beautiful work. These guys can see through that lane. These guys through this lane. These guys look at these windows over here, so they see through this lane. I mean, this is talk about designing of a city in a downtown area to maximize your residential areas. This is beautiful. And this white building here is American Airlines Arena. All right. So that's one of the things. And Bayfront Amphitheater, which is what I was talking about, is right here. This is crazy. This is real crazy right here, ladies and gentlemen. This is downtown. So $300,000 for, yes, they are studio units, of course, but, 350, 300, and you're downtown Miami, and you can rent those spots. I'm telling you right now, $400, $500 a night, easy. That's what the going rate has been in the past, but now I don't know what it'll be now, but it's just going to get more and more. It's an international city. So, all right. So that's Airbnb and doing their own condo project. So now they have their own ecosystem, and now they get a piece of the HOA. They get a piece of the restaurant. They get a piece of the fitness center. They get a piece of the parking. They get a piece of all that, and they still get a piece of when people rent their units out. On both sides, the 3.5% and the $100 to $200 extra they're going to charge people. So you got to love it. At least I do. I love that. All right. Let's see. Airbnb has plenty of room to grow. 400 price target coming. Curtis David. That's the way I see him. Look at LRCX. Okay. Let's go look. LRCX. Oops. What's been happening with LRCX? Lamb Research. Oh, whoa, what's going on here? That rose from last week. Hold on, let me go see something. 5 days ago, that's crazy. Yeah, because we talked about this like last Wednesday, I think. It was $560. It went up $100. Gino Scimiente. The semiconductor company. That's right. We did talk about this because we were telling people you better get your semiconductors. LRCX. I do not have LRCX though. That's the thing. I have, let's see what my other, let me see if I can get some comparable deal. Jeez, I missed out on LRCX. Let's see if we have any other love. We got, no, not much love. It's only 27, 10% move. We haven't moved that kind. Let's go check TSM. See what's happening here in the last 5 days. No, we don't have that movement either. No, 116, 124. That's it. Not the same movement as LRCX. Let me see. SOXL. That's an ETF, SOXL. Let's see what's been happening here. Let's see if they have any movement like that. Nope. 36 to 45 is decent, 23%, but it's definitely not $100. Man, that is crazy. Wow. That is impressive. $100 in less than 5 days. We just talked about it last Wednesday. That's insane. Wow. That is awesome. Gino Chimiente always dropping gems as well. Oh, there's G Money. He's in the house. G Money says has an average 1.5 out of 5-star review by customers. George Money. G Money, stop it. He's still doing it. G Money came in. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. That's George Maple. We call him G Money because he's the man that's been dropping gems before last year when we were getting them for $2, $3, $4, and this stuff shot up to $10, $12. All right. Now I don't know about these 1.5 5-star reviews. I don't know what that is, but I have to check it out. But I still think so. What Airbnb doing different than condos sold in Vegas in terms of money costs? That's right. Well, they're basically catering it towards Airbnb. So they specifically are building them just for to rent out. People can live there, but they're specifically building them to rent out. So they're almost like in the hotel business, except better, because the hotels, to me, the hotels basically have to pay people like travel agents and all these guys to get on the booking platforms, do this, that, and the other, and have, like I said, hotels have to have, bellmen, front desk personnel. All that cost goes away from Airbnb. They're like, we don't have none of that. We're not going to have a check-in desk for you. We're not going to have none of that. You better have that door hooked up so you can code it so people can come in and out. And yeah, we might have on-site management in case something happens, but we're not going to be running all this staff around for you. So they don't have that much cost, in my opinion. But G Money says he doesn't like the reviews. Airbnb is creating more streams to get them coming, getting paid. Exactly. That's what it's all about. Brooklyn Daddy's in the house on a Monday Night Live. Glad to see you here. Thank you so much for being here. All right. Right. LCRX, definitely a 1,000 stock. Good grief, man. You guys are killing me with this. I guess I have to get in late. I'll have to be Johnny come lately. I thought my vacation rentals in Orlando, since that area is more family oriented, and Miami is geared more towards singles. No, Miami, no, it's not really singles. It's more like, I mean, there are singles, but there's also couples that always go to Miami, and they're always looking for a studio or a one bedroom. You can always find it. It's crazy. What's up, G Money from Curtis Davis? What percentage Airbnb charges you? I pay 30% for my Margaritaville home, but they do absolutely everything, including worldwide marketing, maintenance, security, include. Oh, okay. I was getting ready to say Airbnb doesn't charge 30%. It's only 3.5. 3.5%. That's it. That's it. From the so let's just say a Margaritaville home. Let's say you charge $500 per night. They're only taking 3.5%. You're charging $500, but your guest is going to pay $600 or the way they're doing it now, $600, $625 per night after they tack on their $100 or $75. But for us, it's still, I'm getting my $500 per night less 3.5%. That's it. And it's in my account the next day. Okay, so in case people don't know how Airbnb works, when a person checks in, they don't send you your money until the next day, 24 hours after they checked in. That's to make sure that the people are able to check in, no issues, no problems. And then 24 hours later, they send the money to your PayPal account. That's it. So if you have 4 p.m. check-in, expect your money anytime between 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. the next day. And it almost comes like clockwork, but every now and then it's, delayed to 8 p.m. at night or something. But for the most part, next day after the check-in, from the previous 24 to 36 hours, you'll have your money. The total amount. So if you rented something for 5 days and it's $2,500, take away 3%, and that 22 whatever is in your account the next day. And the person is still staying there and everything's good. All right? So that's how it works. You're in the in-house Margaritaville, Victor Morel, are you in the in-house Margaritaville rental program? That sounds like what that is, because that's the only way you're going to be paying 30%. But it could be worth it, because Margaritaville is an upscale resort, upscale type property. So you get to charge more. But I will say, you could save off 27.5% of that. And also you can go look on Airbnb, because I don't know where Margaritaville is in Orlando. You can go look on Airbnb and go look in your area and see how much people are charging for their Margaritaville, because I'm sure somebody is renting their Margaritaville on Airbnb or VRBO, and you could see. And if it's almost the same, then 27%, that's a lot to give up. I purchased, oh my God, 103. Wow. Good God Almighty. Gino Shimiente knocking it out the park along with Mr. Financial. Y'all both are doing this to me. Buying stuff at pennies on the dollar now. At the time, 103 wasn't pennies, but now when it's 660 and you do 700% on your money, that's awesome, man. Great job. Great job. Wow. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's a Monday Night Live, and we're already done an hour and a half, so I'm going to have to wrap this up tonight. I just wanted to get into that 300,000, 350,000 in Miami condos. It's true. It's live. And like Marrero says, yeah, Mr. 305, Mr. Worldwide, Mr. Pitbull, yeah, who wants to be down there with him? I would love to, but I can't do it, unfortunately. But the point is, I'm still going to go check it out and see what's happening, because you never know. They might have something special going on. You never know. Maybe they don't even have that many people interested because they have so many units. Maybe they're sitting there going, man, and it's a pandemic still. Don't forget, there's still a pandemic. So, and there's only certain people that can afford to buy it, and it's a second home, because you got to remember, most people, this would be a second home. It wouldn't be a primary home. So you're going to have to put down 25%. So once you start eliminating people, they might not be selling like hotcakes. But then again, I can't imagine they are not, but we'll find out. All right. So we got to wrap this up, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank everybody for being here, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So let's, we got to do the ending like we got to do it properly. And John Ruck, he must be at work again. He's got those blanks. Eric, always trying to make it happen in Miami. That's it. That's it. Hey, man, you got to love it. It's always warm, right? No matter what time of year it is, it seems like it's warm. So, and you're by the water. So we'll see. That's the thing. Got to be there. Yes, I am with the margarita. Yeah, and I stay booked typically over 80%. Wow, 80% is sweet. And 100% occupancy for last month and this month. Jeez, man, how much do they charge per night? It seems like you'd be able to get an extra $50 to $100 per night if you got that type of occupancy. Man, that place must be nice. I don't know where it is. So you'll have to let me know where it is. I'll look it up, because did you know about the Margaritaville at Cap Cana in Punta Cana that they're building? It's on Juanillo Beach. And it's already, it's going to probably be rented out in the next, I guess, because it was great. All the cement and everything was already built. So They're probably 6 months to a year away, probably. But there it was right there. The guy was like, yeah, that's Margaritaville right here. And I'm standing at Juanillo Beach where they have the bar, where they have a little snack bar. And I'm sitting there. That's like 100 feet away, 200 feet away is Margaritaville. And that's Juanillo Beach was one of the best beaches in all of Dominican Republic, in my opinion. It was nice and calm, clear. It was awesome. So anyhow, Wilson Koo, thanks for the gems. Yes, everybody. Thank you so much for the gems, everybody. And please share the videos because we're trying to help other people. People don't realize that they have options, plenty of them. So with all that said, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here. That's why we have to get the credit right. Then we have to get the extra streams of income. And it's just one layer after another. And then before you know it, in short time, and what I mean by short time, 2 years, 3 years, 1 year, you'll be in a position to start making moves. And so with all that said, keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.